Situation was different though.
Now we're about to start. Okay. Hello. This is another episode of the Mental Threats Podcast, episode 124. I'm here with my cousin right here. You don't want to go by Alvin, or you want to put your full government?
We're going to go Alvin, man. Alvino.
Yes, AlvinoDaDon. I think that's going to be the title of your episode now and everything. We've known each other since you're like a kid, right?
Daycare,
yeah, Miss Swan's house and everything.
Talking about Little Caesar's Pizza, all of us around the table, man.
No, seriously, that real cold cereal and everything they put on.
Sure, bowls of cereal too. I'm talking about spending the night at y'all house with your mom over there with us.
Yeah, man. They used to come to us at the apartment and everything for my birthday and stuff like that. Like,
remember you tourist birthday party that one year?
Yeah, Monkey Joe.
Yeah, everybody got to come over. I remember I'll never forget the twins got a pair of shoes for tourists, and the shoes were way too big. And your mom told Marty, it was like, yeah, you can keep those. Marty was just so excited.
Dude, that was a low-key a memory unlocked just now. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. I kept thinking about like a Monkey Joe. I burned the shit out of my elbow because that shit, like they don't put no baby on.
Remember, I don't know if you remember, y'all had the van. Y'all picked us all up in the van, right?
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of bottles in there. And I remember the twins was picking up the bottles about to start drinking, and you was like, no, don't drink that. That's pee. My mom can't stop every time we be driving.
Oh my god, that was so crazy, man. It's crazy. Like we used to be like literally like around, but now we're like older, so it's just like it's hard to see each other like we used to.
We used to see each other a lot as kids, like all the time.
Like all the time at the cookouts.
Everybody know we enjoyed, like, I don't know if what summer was it? It was one summer, it might have been your graduation at that one park. And me and the twins came to.
Oh yeah, it was my high school graduation. Yeah, that was y'all came. Y'all showed up. I remember I was so surprised. Like, yeah.
Man, we was amped that day to come. I remember Miss Long came to pick us up and take us and everything, because we ain't had no ride originally. But I mean, we begged her that day to take us to your graduation party. Yeah,
but you know there was gonna be food. And everything,
you know, man. We was coming to talk shit.
Yeah, bro.
Come there and eat good, man.
I'm sad I missed the twins graduation though. I feel shitty for that one. I didn't make that one.
Twins. I think
because ain't nobody told me when it was gonna be.
It was quick, man. They did it real fast. They didn't really let nobody know for real.
They didn't have no cookout, nothing, right?
Yeah, it was like they didn't want to do it. I didn't understand it back then, but until I got to my graduation, I was like, man, I don't want to have a cookout, man.
My brother had a cookout. All his friends show up for his cookout, and for my cookout, y'all showed up for my cookout. Which I prefer my family coming over and everything. I wasn't really fuck with too many people.
I didn't care about the friends coming, man. I just wanted to see like all my old family members, and they came around in a couple years, you know?
Yeah, no, seriously, because it's just like when we really, like as Liberians, when we turn up for events, we're gonna turn up for events. Like,
you see the park we sitting at?
No, seriously.
Let July 26th roll around. You gonna see how packed. I'm talking about last year. We was parking across the street in the apartment complex for the party out here.
Yeah, I was thinking like I wanted to show up maybe for this year, coming year, but it's like I don't. Part of me wants to show up, and then another part of me wants to go out of town for Houston and everything for the parties they got. Cause they be like the yacht parties and shit like that.
They get live.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want to show up for that. I feel like I'm at that. I'm 24 going 25 now.
I gotta be able to, you know what I mean? I gotta be able to experience that.
Yeah, just show up for sure. Like, cause I'm thinking about relocating to Washington D.C. sometime next year. So,
that's where Michael's staying at before he passed.
Yeah, the Liberian community pretty deep out there, right?
Yeah, they be migrating out there. They do. And Mike loved it, man. He had a little ABC store right by his crib, man.
Yeah, as soon as mom told me that he passed, I was like, you can't go to Washington, D.C. because she automatically, you know how African parents say, those are some because the crime rate is like, yeah, he got shot or something. Yeah, but it was a heart attack, right?
It was I know they said he died in his sleep. You know, for the longest they were saying it was unlike Detective Michelle saying they didn't know. So I just kind of like left it alone. Because I felt like the more I thought about Mike's situation, because you know, like how close Mike was like Mike raised. Like I grew up around him.
I was like y'all big brother for real.
Like literally every day. Like I was talking to him on the radio. He called me the night before he died. And I didn't pick up the phone.
Same thing with me and my grandpa, bro. I swear it's like my grandfather called me literally just to hit up my cousin Epstein and everything, because we got cousins on top of faraway cousins. Like on the third, you're gonna have some cousins.
Family big. You gonna have a family you ain't gonna know too much about.
No, seriously. Well, I swear we got relatives in other states and we don't even know about it because they have the same last name as you. Why you got the same last name? I ain't never seen your damn life. But seriously, it's like so. My cousin Epstein apparently went to go visit him. I don't know why they named this nigga Epstein. But it's like anyway. But it's just like that's where You know, he was visiting them. My grandfather was right up the street from us, so it's like he would walk for him.
Yeah.
But I was sick, and I know, you know, my grandpa's kind of old and frail. Like, I don't want to be sick and then coughing in his face.
You know, that make it even worse,
yeah,
right?
and everything. So I'm like, yo, I'll just come by tomorrow, the day after, and everything. Said what's up.
Always that.
And then boom, he woke up saying that he was having heart problems. He couldn't breathe, and then like, he called my mom, and then like my uncle Patrick, his brother, had to pull up on him, but he was already on the chair. You know what really messed him up is like he had kidney problems. You know, like kidney problems, like the potassium starts building up. We all got potassium in our body. But when you eat a banana, it's not a problem.
Right.
But if like that potassium builds up like in your body over time, that's like how they do potassium cyanide. How that you take a bite and you die automatically.
Yeah.
Too much potassium in the body will take you out. So it's very, very crucial for the kidney to kind of filter that out. And he didn't want to go on dialysis, and that's what took him out. He was being stubborn. He didn't want to go on dialysis.
Right, man.
He would have had a good 2 more decades.
Yeah, it's just it's a sickening situation seeing it like that. Because, you know, I seen that. I seen all that on Facebook. Your mom posting that. It was a sad situation.
Yeah, dude. Like, I never thought, I knew, like, eventually he was going to pass. That's your grandfather. But it's just, like, this early,
sometimes
man.
you never expect to lose people.
My great-grandmother's still alive, bro.
Yeah, and they
That's
still,
the
still
thing.
pushing and still trucking. So it's like when you see certain, like, deaths like that, or, like, people close to you like that, especially when you be like, hold on, I'm going to get back, I'm going to call him the next day, or I'm going to go see him the next day. You know how that made me feel when I ain't pick up Mike's phone call the day prior? Because Mike know I'm a late-night worker. I'm a security guard. So he'll always call me late nights on my shifts, and we'll talk for like 2-3 hours, 2-3 in the morning. He holler at me. We just cracking jokes all night.
Yeah, you're definitely a
So when Lasana called me that night, I'm sitting in the car on the phone with this girl.
Yeah.
I tell her, I'm like, yo, my cousin calling me, but it's kind of late. So let me see what's up. You know, because I felt it. I felt it, yo. And when Lasana told me that, man, it broke my heart, man. I was literally in the middle of the street screaming, like.
Yeah, Mike's death really took me off guard because he was young too. He just had his daughter and everything.
And that little girl, she turned 2 after he died.
Yeah, dude, that's sad and everything. He was just getting his life started in DC. I was gonna hit him up once I officially moved to DC. Because I want to get locked in the Liberian community once I have more time. Like, now it's just like, this whole year is just work. My license was suspended. That shit for like 2 speeding tickets. So it's like, you know, I didn't give me privilege till April. Right. So I couldn't even relocate to DC and everything. And it was just some bullshit after another bullshit and everything. Like, it's just like, you know, I was really hoping to relocate to DC. So it's just, I ain't seen Mike in a while. So it's like, you know, like once we kind of went our own way and everything, it's just like we kind of became more. I didn't even know like Lasana and Madi was living like with the Silence for a while.
Oh yeah, they came. They was around back in like when Mike first came home from the army. You know, after he did the 5 years from 2012 to 2017, twins finished their senior year around there. And you know, that's when I was coming back. I was coming back around a lot more from Michael was back. And that was around the time Mike taught all 3 of us how to drive. And he had 1 Monte Carlo, 2-door.
That's good.
Brown. He taught Marty. No, he taught Lasana how to drive first because Lasana had to get back and forth from work. So he just be like, take the car, I ain't take you. Okay. So Mike taught Lasana how to drive. Then Marty learned. He taught me and Marty on the same day. We both was messing up in Eastland Mall parking lot over there, just trying to learn. But he taught us, man. And then he started just risking it, just throwing us the keys, and he just be quiet the whole drive and just drive home. It's my dog for real, man.
Yeah, seriously, dude was like your big brother for real, showing y'all though. Cause like driving business, bro, that was like tough for me.
My mom was scared to teach me how to drive. She was like,
they're always afraid.
I don't know what it is about Liberian moms, yo. But my mom used to be shaking when I get behind. I'm like, yo, I ain't driving there. You got.
My grandpa had to sit in the car while I was driving. But sometimes I would be kind of fuck up a little bit because I try to drive all the way home and everything. I'd be kind of rigid. I wasn't used to it. That was like second nature. Now it's like
you want to get behind the wheel so bad.
But now it's like it's just second nature. I gotta get here. Now I gotta put gas in it. Like, now I gotta
go.
get the tires on. Now I gotta do this, and I gotta, you know, it's like taking care of a car. It's cool and everything, but then it get kind of frustrating. That's why I got a Toyota. So I was more like able. Now I'm about to trade it then when I get the time to get it fixed up a little bit, right, and everything. Get a more newer Toyota. I'm thinking maybe 2015, 2016 type.
Yeah, I've been looking at like a couple trucks. So I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to give me a Tacoma, really.
Yeah, man. But Tacoma. But Mike was like the middle child of like the Silence and everything. Right?
Yeah, the second oldest.
Yeah, man. I know that really cut deep and everything for real.
Man, they cut me deep every day. I was telling my mom this morning, I was like, I just try not to think about it because like I know the more I try to process the fact that Mike ain't here no more, the more it hurt me.
Yeah, no, man. Like seriously, I was locked in for real. 'Cause I was at the daycare the same time y'all was. So it's just like I remember something we tried to stay up to watch a Friday Night SmackDown. We're trying to get the reception right. It was always like kind of blurry. You know
man, Mike knows, man, because they got me started on wrestling, then they stopped watching it. But I used to always want to watch it when I go to their crib.
Yeah, no.
We were wrestling super fans growing up.
Yeah, all Liberian kids were, bro. If you weren't,
I love watching Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio and
Undertaker. And
super Undertaker fans.
Yeah, Friday Night SmackDown was lit.
And Mike knew that, so he used to Saturdays if I stayed over at the daycare on the weekend.
Yeah, he'd be kind of late and whatnot. Be like, yeah, cool. Cause I be seeing it like I'm with the cousins and everything. So it's just like,
let me create the little belts and stuff out of the pavement. He used to let me use my slaw and stuff, man. Yeah.
And the cool thing, I think actually my mom and Lasana Mari's mom were actually homegirls back in the day too.
Oh, yeah,
they still are. It's just everybody
locked in.
They get older.
You'll see my auntie Jeanette. She lived in Canada, and she Liberian too. She passed in a bad car wreck. But when I used to go to Canada, she used to have all type of pictures of her and Charlotte with the twins, mama, yo mom. It was a bunch. She had a bunch of pictures from her Charlotte days before she moved to Canada.
Yeah, that '90s time, bro. They were getting it in, bro. Especially
I used to be like, how was the '90s? She's like, it was beautiful. It was different back then. Before all y'all was here. Can't make it know it. Was beautiful.
Yeah, I bet it was, man. They had smartphones, so they had to be more personal with a lot of this stuff.
It's they really had to interact back then,
and they were more authentic with the stuff. With people getting in fights, nobody used to I mean, they'll probably shoot up once in a while, but not so quick to pull out a gun now. They took takeoff weekend.
You seen how that was?
This year is so crazy, bro. Takeoff, Mike, freaking my grandfather. What is up with this year, man?
I don't even be shocked at it no more, man. It only be when it be somebody close to me. Now I just be like, wow. It's every day with it now. It's every day.
Yeah, but that's freaking insane though. It's just
bad. It's this the year started with a curse or something, man.
I don't know what. Cause I thought 222. I'm thinking okay, repeating numbers. I'm thinking okay, maybe that means there might be some blessings this year. Yeah. It's just another bullshit over another. I'm trying to be positive. I know the best thing that happened this year, I went to Dreamville Fest.
How was that?
Oh, it was cool. I went to the first one and the second one. So it's just I was really, really trying to get to this one. I was trying to scrub money because I couldn't even work. So I had to get money as best I can, just so I could be able to go and everything and get my apartment. It was not easy at all.
What side of town you on now?
I'm still on East. I'm always on East, but I don't be out there at East as often. I'm more locked in. I won't say I'm locked in with the West, but most of my friends are on the West side. I don't fuck with a lot of people on the East.
Yeah,
they be on that petty shit.
We from the East though, man. You gotta be able to love our side too.
Okay, I love. I grew up here, but I'm just saying it's kind of irritating. I'm just saying how it is. Bro. I'm just saying, come on, and get better. That's all I'm saying. Cut the petty shit out. Cut the gossipy shit out. We
all
cool.
adults here,
Yeah, no, seriously. It's just because it's especially when you reach a certain age, it just kind of.
Why? It's just you gotta leave that shit for the birds. Let the kids do that, man.
Yeah, man, that whole beefing type, that freaking pillow beefing type shit. Nah, I don't.
Most of that stuff be stemming from females, man.
No, it's because niggas is so effeminate nowadays. It's it's weird. It's just I don't know. For me, I'm just so focused on my goals. You see, you're the 124th episode of this damn shit.
That's grown.
And it's literally I keep going.
For that. That's grown.
No, seriously. I'm trying to hit 150 for the end of the year. I had you. My cousin Kia, right? I know you remember Kia.
Probably by face, most sure.
Probably by face. Cause I know he was with us at Monkey Joe's. Remember? Yeah. Now you remember he was.
I know you talking about.
Yeah. He's older now. He does beats now and everything. He's worship. He's a worship episode.
Right.
If you want to check out some episode too, I did an episode with Blama Kote.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he has two brothers, I think AK and GK and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I think his friend Michael Yini was on that episode too. I interviewed my grandfather too, rest in peace, twice actually.
Right.
One for the 4th generational values episode, and then another for just his episode and everything. This is before he passed. It's because of that episode I did with my grandfather. They didn't send his body to Africa and everything because he said he wanted to be buried here, so his grandchildren.
Oh, he said.
Yeah, he said it in the podcast, so that's what helped.
That's respectful.
That situation.
I'm happy you did that so they could do that.
Yeah, I didn't even realize the significance of that actually until he passed. So it's just I didn't realize. I just thought we were just talking and having a conversation.
That I don't know, man. It's the way how the world works, man. He said it for a reason.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I just said it for a reason.
Yeah, man. For me to even like the deja vu, also for me like speaking at his funeral and everything, bro. It's just I swear it just all came back and it feels like a dream, bro. But it's just like it's just you got to keep it going. But it's just sad because like I'm the only one of his grandkids that he actually saw graduate,
Right.
like and everything. And, like there's Taurus, there's like my uncle Blond's kids. There's like 5 to 6 of them right now. And then it's like my Aunt Love kids, but there's 2 of them right now. And then like my Uncle Charles in Minnesota. You remember Charles, right?
Man, you know how much Charles rock with me. Charles know me since a kid when he was walking around here with gold teeth. He know we've been like this since I was a kid. Charles, anytime he see me, man, it's like same love because him and my mom used to work together at that same place.
Yeah, I remember your mom and Charles were pretty cool. Like I remember that actually.
They were cool for years. I used to see Charles a lot growing up. And like even when I was like getting into trouble and stuff in middle school, they used to bring him around and come talk to me.
He used to talk to me too when I was fucking up.
He know what to say because he'll tell you, Alvin, I've been out here.
Because Charles was like on that shit too when he was like
I'm talking about. I remember what he used to look like with the gold teeth and the dreads, like Charles. Yes, long shorts, man.
The dude graduated high school in 2007.
I remember. Man. I'm talking about we used to be at what's the other park down the street from Miss Long's house? Shamrock.
Yeah. That's where everybody used to play. Do they still play soccer out there? I don't see nobody no.
I don't know. I know they be playing down here.
Yeah, I can see it here. Like, yeah, maybe. But they don't play it back at Shamrock.
They don't be playing at Shamrock Park as much as they used to.
It's such a big open space, too. I remember the Mexicans used to be out there. I don't say dumb.
But after a while, they said they stopped taking us Liberians because, we used to always have fights and stuff during our parties.
Oh, man. No, yeah,
so my mom started telling me, she'd be like, some of the parks never wanted to take us for Liberian Independence Day because of some days they would say the drama we bring at times.
I mean, I can understand that because, Liberians, we're going to bring a little bit of drama.
There's always going to be something stemming from the year before.
And you're mono too, right? You're mono?
No, Bassa.
You're Bassa? Okay.
For sure.
All right, yeah, so it's just, but at the same time, like, we'll still bring a little bit of drama. Mm-hmm. I know for mono people, we love drama a little bit too much. That's what's be irritating me. I'm mono. I can speak on that. We're a little bit too big-headed sometimes, so that leads to issues. And everything, but it's like, yeah, man, I can see that. I can see that, yeah. But yeah, but Charles, man, yeah, I remember I had to call Charles on my grandpa, on grandpa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had to call him on the phone. You already got told by my uncle to Mario, but it's like, he cried with me on the phone, man. He gave like a large cry. I'm like, dang, dude, like this really. They had to pull him out in the body bag and everything, man.
That's always the worst, man. This deal, I don't know. I was like, I'm still trying to learn how to deal with the death stuff because Michael's my real big loss, like ever. Like I don't have uncles around Charlotte, they get killed and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like they're really like stuff.
To somebody, somebody who you talk to every day, or like.
And he was young. It was way ahead of his time.
27, a month. He had a month until he turned 28. Like, damn, my man had a month in a 1-year-old.
Man, no, seriously, you didn't even touch his 30s, man. Reaching the 30s is such a blessing,
and
bro.
And then Mike he taught me so much in that little time, bro. He was getting to it. He'd call me, man, I'm trying to put you in position, man. You next up, Al. After me is you, like.
Yeah,
and
man.
it's like
it be like that, man.
I know I got to do something. I got to do something to like take care of the family the way he was, cause I'm talking about. I seen him send his parents on trips.
Oh, that's good.
Like I seen my boy really do like, and then I know the love he had for his sister. Like I know Michelle going through it out here. And like I know the love he had for his sister, like so it's like
it'd be like like our siblings especially, man. Like it's like dude, that's like I couldn't even imagine like Taurus, like dude, like I would have lost my mind, dude, because that's like my kid too.
Yeah,
because it's like when my parents like divorced and stuff like that, like it was like really
it was you and him.
Taurus.
It was you and him.
Really, and it was just like I had to protect them. I had to go through all these bullshit ass schools because he was having a good time here and I didn't like it, but as long as he was happy, I was cool.
You just rock with it, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was bullshit. I feel like a lot of things I had to like kind of arrest, for like parts of my life because like, it was for Taurus and everything, which I don't mind. It's better me than him. For sure. Every time it would be me versus him. Like,
you the oldest, we always, being the older siblings, we've been taught to be like, endure and be able to and protect them for sure though.
Yeah, no matter what, no matter how, no matter what. So it's just like, it's just over those years and everything. I look back with all the bullshit I've been through. I'm like, okay, at least Taurus is good. At least Taurus is good. Definitely. At least Taurus is good. At least Taurus is fun. Like that's all that's good. But it's like really like now I really got to go hard the next couple of years to really put my family in like a real good place. Like even doing shit like this, I even want to get back in the music thing again. Yeah. And everything. Can't guarantee it's gonna take me somewhere, but it's like as long as you keep chipping away, you're gonna get
as long as you work at it. and put that time in, put that grind in. Like, it ain't. I mean, it's about putting the work in. Everybody can say something and want it and want a miracle to happen just from saying it. But putting that time, you 100 and some episodes in, that grind, you can't tell me a grind like that ain't gonna get you something. Like, and I know for a fact something's gonna come out of it.
Yes, y'all know how many times I missed out on interviews, how many times I had to like reschedule interviews. I got 2 more months here, and I still have to make this one. That means after you, there's 26 more episodes I gotta do.
Right.
So I have to split that into like 13 episodes for a month after you. So it's just like, you know, that's kind of how I see it. I have an abundant mindset when I approach this stuff. Like, okay, I ain't got nothing but time. Why not do it? I just woke up early. Why not do it? I just do this. Why not do it? We can pull up. We're just talking right now.
Exactly.
And everything. Just you gotta get up and get something done. You know, hopefully one day I like to get this monetized. I definitely want to shift to video content next year and everything. Once I hit the 150, then I can just chill and stop asking people to be on my podcast because it is so freaking tiring. I hate asking.
After a while, it just goes to the point people gonna ask you, hey, you want to lock in for a show?
Yeah, sure.
You trying to sit down and talk and chop it up?
Yeah, eventually.
Get to that point, that's where it's gonna be.
It threw me off. Some people say I had to charge them like $250 and
money for a
conversation. Yeah, $1,000.
I feel like you got to give me some money to talk to you, man. I feel like it ain't genuine. I feel like I'm not gonna be talking about the real things I need to talk about. Or I feel like the conversation ain't gonna be as real as it should be if you giving me money for it.
I mean, yeah, man. It's just like the whole point of this whole podcast is just to hear all types of perspectives too, and everything. You know, it's like we haven't been spoken in like how long? Like other than like a couple years or something like that.
I ain't seen you in a couple years, but we spoke since Michael passing.
Yeah, but we will see each other on social media like mess up. Like this is like how people are nowadays.
Yeah.
It's just like, but it's like, yeah, man. It's just how life is, and even like hearing about your struggles with football and everything. Was it was just schoolwork that was the thing that was holding you back?
Me, when 2020 came around. What's the name? I was like, that was my senior year, like 2019 going into 2020, playing football. You know, we've been balling all year. But it's like, I didn't know how to, it was certain things that I know now that I should have knew in high school. Like, you know, for using Twitter to be able to get yourself out there.
Yeah, I still got Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, using Twitter to be able to market yourself as an athlete. And then also taking the classroom serious. I had a couple mishaps where it was just like, all right, I stopped caring. And then my mom took a trip to Africa, right? So that made me even more lazier. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna go to school. It's senior year.
Because nobody was on you.
Yeah, I was like, there was nobody on me anymore. I had 2 classes. I was like, man, I'm not going.
Nah, man, I had to be on.
I ain't realizing that messed me up in the long run. Cause my coach came up to me in class. He was like, man, you keep skipping class, messing up, man. Your GPA and where it's at right now. Like all these days you keep missing too.
Yeah,
on top of it, it all screwed me. So when 2020 came around, I had a little school I was supposed to go to, Virginia University of Lynchburg. I was going to go up there and play football. And not the biggest school, and it was just supposed to be like me going there for a year, get some grades, going there for 2 years trying to get some grades, and then trying to transfer to somewhere bigger and somewhere better. It was mainly like a film type of thing, really getting my grades and getting some film.
Oh, yeah.
But 2020 wrapped around, and then the COVID thing hit hard.
Yeah.
So they put us in online classes for a whole year.
Yeah, those online classes, that stuff was murder. I don't know how.
I was some people got to it. Me, after a while, I was just I did it maybe for I did the first semester. I passed a couple classes. Then the second semester rolled around when they gave me my actual class that I needed to do. Yeah. That's when I got lazy. I was like, nah, I ain't doing it no more. And then when I tried to do it, it was all backed up. It was I'm late on every assignment. It was no point even doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And that kind of screwed me in the long run. So I've been staking home. You know what I mean? I lost a lot of weight since I haven't played football.
Were you trying to do it purposely, or you just?
Nah, it was on purpose, yo. Because I was at almost 300 pounds last year. It was I was looking bad.
Oh yeah, you were kind of heavier set. I noticed, and you were a little bit taller than too.
I was mad stressed out. It was just I wasn't happy back then.
Yeah, man.
So I had to get on my grind, start working out, down 70 pounds.
Oh, that's good. That's real good.
You know, I'm just staying consistent now, you know what I mean?
I dropped my first 60 pounds when I was
it makes you feel good, don't it?
In college and everything, man. That's also I was able to fit in the skinny fit jeans. So I was
yeah.
Good. But it's yeah, man. No, I feel that. I'm on a fast right now, actually.
Oh, really?
The Mediterranean food. I mean, I just for 2 days, and I'm only bananas, apples, and like some quinoa, lentils, and some chickpeas to get my
make you
protein.
feel on the inside? How you make that body? How you make your body feel?
I mean, when you drink nothing but water with that too, it's like you feel pretty like everything kind of processes through your body a little bit better.
Right.
You know, so it's like you're kind of less gassy to do that also too. Plus, it's like when you eat that for like a while and everything. When I first went through my first fast, and I kept fucking up, but I was going for such an extended period of time and everything, I broke down a lot of toxins in your body.
Right.
So it's like, you know, with fat, like the way that we eat like foods now with all the chemicals, it's really not natural fat. A lot of it's like chemicals that ain't broken down. So it's like the body just turns into fat anyway. Like so it's like it takes a lot harder to work down and everything. So what I do is like, so I'm about to get back into going to Planet Fitness a little bit more because I just got some of my gear. I got some new shorts and some Under Armour and like some stress wear and everything. Yeah. But it's like, at the meantime, I go out for like a run and everything, like because I feel like that's where I'm really like, you know, at peace and everything when I run and everything. It helps with my anxiety, you know,
do that, man.
Stuff like that. It really, what is that? I think that's something.
I forgot they played a little frisbee thing out here.
Oh yeah, that's what's going on. I was like, what the heck? But it's like, yeah, man, I was like, once you really see working out as like a stress reliever, it can kind of help you out. Like me, like my main issue right now is building muscle. That's where it's at, like right now.
Oh, what's the name? That's been my problem too since I like slimmed up.
Yeah.
It's like I know like I'm cut, but it ain't like where I want to be yet.
Yeah, you want to be like lean muscle.
Everybody's been telling me to try this thing called Serious Mass. It's like a protein. It's like it's real. It's actually good for you though. It's called Serious Mass. Yeah. It's like you'll be able to like build muscle with it. I think like 2 scoops of it. It's like 2 scoops of it.
Okay.
It's like a protein though. It's real good.
Okay, I'm about
to get on that and trying to. And then I got my manager for my security company. He wants me to start doing the CrossFit with him. And he swears I can get. I'm gonna try CrossFit.
I've been hearing a lot about CrossFit and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I like what Fitness Connection got going for their gym. I walked into their gym one time. I wanted to interview this other producer and everything. He's gonna meet me up Fitness Connection. I walked in and I was like, damn, they got a daycare and everything, and they got at the Fitness Connection at University area. Literally, I walked in that bitch like they had a daycare for kids with computers and everything on the side. They got like a whole lot of stuff, like an equipment and stuff like that for you to work with. So I'm like, fuck. And it's like $10 a month.
Yeah, I gotta give me a membership at Fitness then.
Yeah, check out Fitness Connection. Just roll up there and just ask what deals they got and everything. But compared to Planet Fitness, I'm gonna say like I feel like Fitness Connection might give you
because that's where my boy Defrey goes. Like he been going to fitness like a lot lately. Like he be in there like 6 a.m. or like 8 in the morning. He go hit the sauna, get his good workout in. It's like
I've
been hearing about fitness a lot though. Yeah, I've been hearing about fitness a lot for sure though.
Yeah, I'm gonna just wait till I probably like really get consistent with Planet Fitness for at least 3 months. Cause before I even try to do anything serious here, I try to at least build a habit for first.
Yeah, once you build the habit, man, that's all you need right there.
Yeah, cause it's like, you know, like I'm definitely be running a whole lot. I didn't get to run today though. I might just run a week out of the pocket before I head to work.
Right.
And everything, just a little stress reliever. It's just like just to keep me going too, because I'll wake you up also. Cause I'm gonna be work all night.
What time you go to work?
I gotta be there by 10:45. I gotta drive all the way to Huntersville too. So it's like that's a 22-minute drive every time. Damn. So it's like I really gotta like get up.
You got your rest in today?
Yeah, actually I slept for like a good 4 or 5 hours and everything. I should be all right and everything, because it's like, you know, it's when I can't sleep and then I go to sleep later and then I wake up the last minute. It's like it's already 8 o'clock.
That's how it be.
And then I gotta get showered real quick and then I gotta get in the car and then drive. Like literally, it was a Hail Mary last night because I really clocked in right at the same time. Right at the time, 10:45. Like, right, I don't even know how I got there.
That's how it be, man.
Yeah, but now I found like where the team member entrance is, so it's like behind at the ground floor. So it's like now I can be able to clock in right at the ground floor. Now
you know how to do it now, man. That's how you got to be finesse the game sometimes.
Yeah, I'm about to make my own food to carry for lunch and everything. Cause I would usually eat at Wendy's or something before I even go in.
Yeah,
so
I'm thinking that's why I was gonna go after this. Cause I was like, I ain't ate nothing today. My stomach was hurting when I woke up. I was like, man, do I want to eat food today?
I mean, food gets you right for like a while, man.
Yeah.
Like for the whole day. I think my mom made some pan butter rice just the other day, and that shit was good as hell. Like, cause I'm not even like deep with pan butter.
That's what I said. I had to grow to like my mom. Yo, I hated pan butter as a kid.
No, seriously.
I used to tell her it was the old people soup. I used to say it was the old people soup. The old people soup. I don't want to know.
No old people soup. Like cassava leaf was also a little bit of a struggle for me.
Really?
I hated the greasy stuff about it. Like it was like I liked it how it tasted, but it was so greasy and like with the rice, it just didn't feel right. It's like something about it wasn't right until you get older. It's like and your taste was kind of
like, man, I like this cassava avocado leaf thing, right?
And palava, when I had that palava, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Palava sauce,
that's probably my favorite soup. Palava sauce.
Palava sauce, yeah, it's good. Have you ever tried to eat it with fufu? Like fufu? Yeah.
What? That even question? Yes. Yes.
I usually eat it with the rice. That's how my mom usually makes. So I'm not used to eating it with the fufu. When I eat it, it's like fufu and soup.
My mom won't make rice, and I knew fufu was like the quicker way. Cause I learned how to make fufu quick in the microwave.
Yes. Charles told me how to do it. I was like, yo, that's how you do it? Good. Quick, say less.
Quick
in the microwave, man. No, seriously,
Once
man.
I realized that, I was like, oh yeah, we lit.
We lit for real. But all they need to know how to make the soup. I think on YouTube they got videos how to make it. So you ain't gonna worry about it like that. Cause that's where YouTube taught me how to make the African milk candy.
How you feel about all these like the Black American people trying the fufu now?
Yeah.
But they be trying it. I feel like they be trying it from the wrong places. They be trying Nigerian. Let a Liberian person cook you some real good fufu, and then your face will not look like that after the video. I guarantee it.
No, like from the Omas and everything.
Yeah, they be trying
when
to
they make the Omas make it, bro. It's like that's like an Asian technique. I don't know what they put into it. I love how my mom's cooking. I love it. But like when they make it, it's like it's different. It's like
my Auntie Barbara was in America. Not even America. When she in Charlotte. What? Auntie Barbara used to. I'm talking about fufu, GB soup, anything I wanted. She used to cook it amazingly. Right amount of pepper. She knew it.
No, man, it's when they, when you were sick and everything, got the really spicy like fufu and soup, man. He got some like ginger beer too.
Fufu ain't hit since we was a kid, man. Fufu, like I'm talking about the real, like when you got a cold, real hot fufu.
Yeah,
it ain't hit like that since I was a kid, man.
No, seriously, man. When they put the right meats into it, man, it's just like, bruh. It's like now I'm just swallowing now because I'm like, damn, I'm really on this fast for like another 20 days. That's the first time, but I can't wait till Thanksgiving. So I know this is about to throw down for real. But no, actually, my mom's working. But it's like I could probably still pull up at somebody else's house.
Yeah, my mom's worked so much during my Thanksgiving years. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta
go to somebody else.
Yeah, it's like I've already like gotten used to it because my mom's always been working during Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull a lot of my Black American friends. Cause I know a lot of Black American females for sure want to try are into African food. I don't even know why.
I don't know what got them into it or where they stopped at, what made them start trying. But
you know what it was? It was Black Panther. Black Panther started making being African cool because
I was like, you remember it was for the longest. It was like people tried to like make fun of us for being African
or being darker skin. Or whatever.
And now look at it, our music on the radio. You see them dancing when David O come on.
Yeah, now they put Afro beats at the first Dreamville Fest. They had I think it was Wizkid or one of Burna Boy.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Burna Boy's amazing. All them.
Yeah.
Did you used to go to Vance?
Oh, me? Yeah, I went to Vance.
Yeah. When did you graduate? I graduated 2010.
Really? No, I ain't go back there.
Oh, it wasn't that far?
No, not that far.
I'm like this kid, man. I was like, man,
no doubt.
I forgot why people went to Vance.
Yeah, a lot of people went to Vance.
No, see, I thought Vance was like the trap school.
Man, when I went to Vance, man, I'm talking about 2016 when I came in.
I should have went to Vance.
It was lit, man.
My biggest regret, like if Taurus was like, I don't know. I feel like I wish I would have went to go live with my grandfather through high school years, bro. I feel like it would have been a lot easier. Well, your mom, your high school years, man. I don't know, man. Something about your mom, bro. It's not a good fit, bro. You're always beefing over something, bro.
Yeah, I noticed that's how it was my senior year, and I got to the point. My mom noticed I stopped talking. Like I had like a little breakup, and then my mom would like used to be getting mad at me because she didn't understand why I would like just be around the house, just like in my room all day.
Yeah, no depression too.
Yeah, so
bro.
I just started staying to myself to the point she was just like, yo, like what's wrong with you? Like you got to start talking to me. And then I was like, when I started kind of like opening up more my senior year.
Yeah,
but it was like, yeah, as a senior, like living with your mom, like.
Yeah, high school years of my mom's, bro. No, it was always some
get
bullshit,
mad for
bro.
little reasons.
No, it was like no, cause my mom always did some like that stuff where this over. Like, I remember she called my job from to fire me over some. Well, because I slept and everything, I missed my morning ride to go to school. And I'm like, bro, whatever work I missed that day, I can make up like the next day. Like, you ain't gotta freaking call my job from the fire me over that. I don't know. It's like, cause like mom, the thing is, I don't want to be like all females are like emotional and everything, but it's like when you're growing and you're kind of like you're kind of like starting to like how men react to things, how women react is different.
It's totally different.
Completely like day and night type stuff. So it's just like woman might take things as disrespect, like you not being reactive, or you showing no emotion. Yeah. It's like no, I'm just chilling. Like I'm
really just relaxed. I'm
like,
not mad at all. I'm just
nothing like that. You ain't gotta do any of that and stuff like that. But that's just different. Plus, my mom's a Pisces too, so it's like I'm an Aquarius, so that's always gonna be.
I've had an Aries mom, My mom's a firecracker.
No, man, this is Taurus is a Virgo, so I don't know. Like they got that Beyonce type thing. So it's like they don't talk about nothing. Be like whatever.
Taurus is so chill, bro. He's so
Really?
chill.
Especially nowadays. So it's like you got a Honda now and everything.
Yeah,
so like,
I remember Taurus was playing with Carolina Pride.
Yeah, you was. Isn't that where you met Young Sue and everything?
Yeah, well, Sue and them, I played with Sue's younger brothers, youth football, and we still locked into this day. Defree and Umfa.
Me and Sue fell out. I don't know. Like I because I literally asked. I think it was like his girlfriend or something like to hop on a podcast. I asked everybody, like anybody who listens. He's like, oh, respectfully, don't be asking my girlfriend to get on your podcast. I'm like, what?
Like that?
It just kind of got corny for a little bit because it's like I didn't even know there was dating. One like if that's your girl, just post her. Like, come on, like literally.
Yeah, I feel like it shouldn't be like that deep. Like, 'cause I see so many situations where people do that, and
Yeah,
it's
just
like
be acting weird for no reason. He acted weird after when I dropped my mixtape too. He actually tried to hit me up to see if we could probably do work together, and then he just like unfollowing blind. I'm like, okay.
Sometimes
fine.
you gotta leave stuff where it's at, man.
Yeah, I got nothing
That's
negative to
important. Like,
say.
if it ain't like, especially if I'm the type of person who I don't want to be confrontational with you at all, and you trying to be like that, I'm just going my way. I'm just gonna do me.
Yeah, dude, because it's like really, that's not even worth getting the assault charge,
Yeah,
bro. I swear
leave
it's
that
like,
alone, man.
like seriously, like I don't know, especially like the niggas be fighting over females.
Yeah,
and
some
stuff.
things you gotta leave alone.
You can hook up with like old shorty and everything like that, and just let it be what it is. But it's just
I don't
like,
realize like females gonna do what the hell they want to do at the end of the day. No matter how much you love that girl and you think she fuck with you. I done been in a situation where I done been in some like situation with dudes I rock with.
I've seen females that a whole nigga spend the night at another nigga house, like literally for days, like just letting them smash, bro, and like wouldn't even tell their nigga.
It's life.
I don't
life.
know. Just focus on yourself, King.
Like, yeah, you gotta focus on yourself,
bro. You gotta build your own value, bro.
Literally, you can be at the point where it's like, all right, you at your lowest, like I was big as hell, right? Mm-hmm. Wasn't taking care of myself, wasn't shaving, just just eating every day.
Yeah, you gotta have those points, man.
And you at your low point, you wondering why everybody like why these females acting funny. And the minute you get on point, you get on your grind, you drop some pounds, and you start feeling good about yourself and like caring about yourself and not focusing on everybody else around you.
Yeah.
Man, that's when I realized. You see how fast people start to come back into your life when they see that you focusing on yourself and you worrying about nothing but you.
Hey, you're preaching to the choir here, man. Especially like when you want to transition from out of high school. 'Cause I wasn't fucking with people like that in high school neither. But it was just like you be thinking you be fucking with friends and everything, but the whole time they be fucking with the people you don't fuck with. And it's like, I'm not really tribalistic on that side. Like I'm a tribalist over like in terms of like loyalty and everything. Yeah. Like I got you got me. That's it. Like I'm just not with the whole warfare, spreading rumors, doing that. Like that's gay.
I hear it. I may laugh on it if I hear it, but I'm never gonna be the one to bring it up first.
Yeah, no, seriously. I roll my eyes off. I just don't pay my energy.
And sometimes I just be like, you just like at this point in our life, being adults and where we are, like that gossip shit, we can leave that shit for the birds. For females, we ain't gonna say all females gossip, but you gotta leave that shit for the one, like the kids. Like we grown in this.
We work so hard. I work so hard, bro. I'm trying to find a part-time job and everything. I'm just trying to save as much money as I can while also trying to get other things together at the same time. And everything, it's just like it's always like it's just a weird transition, but it is what it is.
Life.
I was hoping like this one organization contact me today and hook me up with a corporative job and maybe Bank of America or something like that. I don't know. They haven't hit me back yet. I'm gonna have to call them maybe tomorrow. I don't know what it is. Until then, like there's always goals you gotta set for yourself. When you focus on your goals, man, this podcast shit, maybe soon going back into the gym again. I'm trying to work out to like
lock in, man.
Get my muscles right.
I can't wait to it, man, because it's like when you really pop off and show people like what you've been doing the last couple, it's like, damn, man, this man really locked himself away from the world and changed his whole mindset, changed his whole life. He don't even look the same. No, that's like how I wanted to be.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say low key with it too. And the only thing I post is like maybe like a meme or maybe some still like maybe somebody dropped. Or like maybe just another podcast episode, and that's like literally like it and everything. Like I try to put other artists on this. I try to put like other people doing other type of things. I even like interview educators and stuff of that nature. Like it's just like even family members and stuff like that. You can really check it. There's something for everybody.
I'm about to go back and check some of these ones out when I get home now.
Yeah, you got Spotify?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you can subscribe to the Spotify. on everything. Just check the link in my bio, and I need to make myself more neat and everything. But it's
We're
just
gonna go check it out, man. I know you got an episode on Uncle George. I'm gonna check that one out. See what Uncle George is on there talk about.
Yeah, no, he's talking about a lot of cool stuff. He was really talking about. He was just talking about some matters in regards to like what would it take to get Liberia cleaned up and things of that nature.
And that's all I want to hear. I want to hear Uncle George getting in that.
No, seriously, like these are time capsules now because it's like literally
we need these we need to be able to soak up as much game from our elders before they ain't here no more.
Yeah, man, because they're from a completely different time. My grandfather, Uncle George generation. They're from the time where it's just like pre-Civil War.
No,
So
Uncle George took my great grandmother back to Africa when I was a kid. Because people don't even know, I had my great grandmother when I was a kid. Like my first early years when I was in Charlotte, she used to be here with me. Uncle George took her back to Liberia when I was probably like 5, right? But I was old enough to remember my grandmother not being in the house anymore. Yeah. I remember I was mad at Uncle George for years as a kid. Everybody knew. I used to be like, man, he took my grandmother back to Africa. I remember he took her back to Africa. She stayed there for like maybe another 10 years before she passed away at like 100 and something.
She probably wanted to go there just
she
to
did.
pass.
She wanted to go back.
I mean, that's one thing I try to realize. Like, do I want to pass away, be buried here? Or do I want to at least be buried in Africa and everything? Because it's just like I would want to like probably go out like maybe like if I were to just be buried in the mountains of Nimba and everything. Because like that's where my people are like from. Right. So it's just like that was like the place where it's just like where we felt we were closest to God anyway. So I'm like, yeah, that'd be a good place. I could build a little cabin over there, and that would be the case or whatnot. Right. But I definitely want to get locked in with Liberia. Like once I'm really starting to make money for myself, it would have been this year, but shit was crazy with the funeral. All our money poured into that, and we couldn't save up to even go to Liberia this year. So we had to find a way to get everybody to go next year. Like
How you dealing with it now though?
When grandfather's death, it's like I go to church a lot more often now, like especially Sunday school. So it's like it's good to like try to build more of a relationship with God. I feel like that's helped me, like praying with the pastors and everything in regards to everything I'm going to. I prayed for me to find a job. I got one. I prayed for my grandmother, one of his past wives and everything to get better. She got better and everything. So it's just like it gets hard, when you think about it. Like it's just like, okay, hey, like now it's like for the next stage of my life, like I'm really gonna go through a transition where things are gonna really start getting better for me now. After like years of struggle, now things are gonna get really, really better. And like it's just sad because he's not gonna be here to see any of that. But I have to keep in mind I owe a responsibility now, even to my younger cousins, because I'm the oldest out of all his grandchildren. I'm number 1. So it's like now it's like I really have to really focus my energy on setting the trajectory to really making their lives better. I'm not saying I'm some chosen one or anything, but somebody has to really step forward to do something. And it's just like I feel like God has really been very merciful, like to me and everything. Things could have been like a whole lot worse. I ain't got nothing on my record. I feel like I made the right decision.
That's why I can say we blessed and we thankful. We got to be thankful for stuff like that.
Yeah, man, no, seriously, because it's like, dude, I saw like how my dad and my uncle went through it too. Like having anything on your record, bro, that's gonna really slow your process down like a lot. Like they struggled hard.
I know it. I know. I've sat down and had conversations with people who dealing with like felonies, and they talk about how like they want to work. They want to work. That F behind them is holding them back from everything that they want to accomplish in life.
Yeah, man, you become a slave in the system. We're already trapped.
A lot of us, we blessed and we grateful. That's why we got to continue to stay close to God and trust Him that He gonna lead us in the right direction. That's all I can say. Yeah. I always pray for my friends, my family, my loved ones at night.
Definitely got to pray for your peoples, man. That's what, cause you never know.
You never know, man.
Sometimes that prayer can go a longer way than you think, man. You
never knew, like. You never knew Grandpa was gonna pass, right?
Had no clue, man. This year, if anybody would have told me last year, my grandpa was gonna be buried this year, I would have thought like you were crazy. Because Grandpa was out there working. Like I know, like the only thing.
Man, I done heard, man, when your grandfather passed away. When I tell you, he was literally the talk in my house the last couple of days. Because everybody was talking about how he would be out at like certain functions and you just didn't know, like. So you know what I mean, it was weird. It was
Yeah,
weird.
Grandpa was really locked in, like in Charlotte, bro. Like
right.
I saw you told me like the
Young people he
stories.
knew.
Yeah, like he knew so many people, different states, Atlanta, Minnesota. He knew people. That's why I thought like his funeral was gonna be even larger, like a
Yeah.
bunch of people. But honestly, I feel like it's what it needed to be.
Who God put the people who were supposed to be there.
Yeah, no, seriously, like it was just the way it was, man. And it's a real. I don't want to say it's a process.
Yeah.
It really is a process because now like you have to really move forward knowing that they're not going to be there no more. But it's like I try to keep in mind that it's like as long as I keep my best interests, they're watching over me, they're living through me, their energies flow through me. Like our Africans, like our ancestors, they run through us. Like my full name T Dolake Seifili. So it's like like Dolake I was named after my that my middle name was I was named after my father's favorite uncle, and he could build anything. Like literally, he was an architect. He could build anything. He didn't even have to draw it.
And you see, by you saying that, just opened up my mind. I got my grandfather's middle name.
Yeah.
My grandfather was like a pilot in the army in Africa and all that. So it's like, I feel like our parents be giving us like these certain names behind like people who accomplish like great things in their life. So it's like.
Yeah, and their energies kind of flow through us also. And it's just also keep in mind, not only that, but it's like my father's father was a hunter also.
Right.
So it's just like I got the hunter, I got the architect, and then like
all is in you.
Yeah, and then my mom's side, my second cousin, just how Charles is like my second cousin, because that's my mom's cousin and everything. So he's my second cousin. My mom's mother's oldest sister's first son was Thomas Kuampa.
Right.
I don't know if you heard of him.
That name sounds stupid familiar.
Yeah, like look up the Liberian Civil War. It'll pretty much feed into it,
right,
and everything. But it's like now I got his energy too, like the leader and the architect and the hunter also. So it's like these spirits manifest differently.
Oh,
you just got to figure out how it's so. Like for instance, okay, you got the architect. You could really build foundations with that energy in the community and everything. Like the hunter, I feel like I got a hunter spirit too. Everything I visualize, I always try to seek to capture it to some degree
or
another, whether if it be like my mixtape, this podcast situation, like it was on my vision board. It's like I see it every day, so like I need to really put in the time and to really make it happen. So it's like I'm very stubborn when it comes to that. So I feel like that's a hunter spirit rolling through with me also. So it's like that's the cool thing about like really really being connected with your ancestors, because their energies can really reestablish themselves through you. Like energy never dies. It just travels and like it just comes reborn
never
over
dies,
and over again.
Definitely.
So it's like even with Mike, I know Mike and you weren't like blood related.
Oh yeah,
but his spirit rolls with
the
you.
Reason, me and Mike is locked in through his father.
Yeah,
because his dad is like related to like my mom's like dad and like all of them. So it's like even though Miss Lawman wasn't our actual family, his dad's my actual family.
Oh, okay.
So it's like we locked in through that way. And me and Mike, like growing up, like man, when you say like like as an adult and as a man, I don't look up to too many people, right?
Yeah, no.
But when I tell you I look up to Mike, like because of the way he operated as a kid, we always thought Mike was the flyest dude.
Yeah.
And then Mike jumped up and went to the army. We looked up to that.
Yeah.
He came back and it's just the love he showed us, like, and he disciplined. He showed me tough love too.
Yeah, sure.
Alvin, I can't, I can't throw you money every time you mess up a check. You got to learn how to be able to budget that money and save it too.
Yeah.
But then again, he'll still call me out the blue and be like, "Hey, you straight?
Yeah.
You need 150? You good? Let me throw." Not and it ain't even that. I just appreciate the conversations me and him used to have.
Yeah.
Just sitting down, late night talks. We used to talk sometimes. He's like, "All right, man, I'm tired, bro." I'm like, "Man, you ain't gonna stay on the phone my last hour of work." He's like, "Bro, all right, man, call me in the morning, bro." Like, but I missed him. Like, I can be walking, I can hear Mike in the back of my head, man.
You really tapped in with people like that, and that's good that you have that influence on you, man. Because like I sort of like you're like the older sibling like characters and like Liberian, they're so important. Like with me, it was Charles and it was Blanc, and it was like my uncle Mario. Also, they had that influence on me with hip hop. Now that's a part of my life too, and just in general, I wasn't like a big sporty type person and whatnot because I ain't had the grades either growing up. I just said fuck it. I was a C student or D student. I just said fuck it. But at the same time, it's like, for them putting me on to so many different things, like Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that, it already intertwines a lot into my character to a certain degree, where it's just like, like really, like without them, I don't think I would be a certain way.
Like you said, I can see you say Charles rubbed off on you in different ways, right? Mike rubbed off on me in stupid different ways. It's so many different things where it's like, I could be on the phone with somebody and him and the person don't know me from a can of paint, but my aura and the way I'm operating, they be like, damn, man, you and Mike act the same. It's like, that's just for me being around. Like you said, somebody would have told you a year ago. Yeah. Somebody would have told me a year ago I was going to bury Mike. I would have spit in their face. Like,
I don't say spit. But you would have looked at them like
I would have looked like, you just not necessarily spit in their face, but it would have been like a crazy, I would have looked at you like, huh?
Like, what?
Like, if you like, because you never expect people like that to ever leave you. I thought my crazy stuff, all the depression, all the stuff I done went through, and all the stuff I done felt, like the pain on the inside. I felt like I would have left this earth first before Mike or any of that. Like,
no, because you're going through that transition. Every Liberian kid goes through a transitional period in time where it's like they have to go through something, especially in this country, because we're in a very low vibrational country and everything. So it's like, our spirits is way out of whack out here. Yeah. So you're always gonna go with some kind of conflict. I went through a whole lot of like BS from like freaking middle school straight to high school and a part of community college. I thought I was never gonna get my shit together until like I really stepped out of my circle. Like, okay, I'm gonna separate from these people. I'm gonna go to Roanoke Barris. I'm gonna get my shit together. Got all good grades enough to take me to college. Yeah. I graduated cum laude. Cum laude. Dude, I'm telling you, I used to be a CD student. I graduated at the top of my class in my business school, bro.
You know what man, I know that feeling was different, man. Like, I know it, the joy that I know that brung to you.
No, it's not really just joy. It's really just the realization. It's just like really, like they used to pull me out of class saying I was a waste of time. I used to kind of believe it. Like maybe I'm not good at this thing. And then I really started applying myself at HBCU. That's why I go so hard about HBCUs, bro.
Which one was you at?
North Carolina Central University.
You know how bad I wanted to go to Central when I was advanced? I wanted to go to Central, but I remember, what was it, like a 3.0 GPA you needed to get in there?
No, not really. I mean, if you want to like a transfer school, like Roanoke Barris or everything, or CPC, you would have been able. They would have picked you up if you were doing all right. And everything. They were doing all right. Like, it's always good to start at community college. It saves our money so you can go if you ain't got like that full ride scholarship. And you ain't gotta.
So they ready to drop the tree on us.
I just feel like college is like it's a lot easier to manage grades because they literally give you the assignment and they just show you how to do the assignment and you do it. Oh, what the fuck? Is that a damn? Oh no, that's a squirrel. Oh man. I think they're fighting with the hawk. We're outside of the park, y'all. That's not. It's like, I don't know. Like, what are they talking about?
Nature over here going crazy.
I was gonna say do it in the car. Honestly, it's better to do it like here out here because I can.
Yeah, I got a good feel. Like just I mean, I was able to really like in the car. I feel like I would have been like secluded in that box.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like I had actually because like now I have memories coming. I remember it's like I used to play basketball out here with like my uncles and everything like that. Like now it's like the memories started to come back. Like,
I had a lot of good Liberian Independence Days out here, man.
Yeah, man. I really got it clocked out of that stuff because we always had something going on and everything. I had no free time. It was always something I had to do. That's all. Then let me just hold off on all this. Let me just work as hard as I can. Yeah. Like, maybe till I get corporate, so I can be able to take time off whenever. Like now it's like they got my whole the job I'm currently as a care associate. They got my whole shit booked up for like 6 weeks at a time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, it's good to at least know ahead of time.
Your schedule's already what it is, huh?
Yeah, 6 weeks at a time. So it's like after, when's I think maybe in the mid-November and everything, that's when it starts over again.
Yeah, I got an old coworker, man. Yeah. He started working for this warehouse type of thing. His whole schedule's made for a year.
For a whole year.
He knows all the days he has off.
Damn.
But it's like 3 days on, 3 days off. It's like certain days on, certain days off. So it's like a cool schedule for a year. Because you ain't working like as much, but the money was pretty good from what he was talking.
That's pretty good, but at the same time, I like to do schedules where it's just like, you can be able to switch it up after time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about a whole year.
Me personally, my schedule, I get it made every week, so I can deal with that as security.
Good. Like,
but other people, how y'all say y'all schedule's already set in stone for a certain? Yeah, I don't think I could.
Yeah,
because like something come up, it's like what I mean?
And then it's like like I think I missed a day of work by accident. I didn't even know. No, they didn't care. They didn't even call me to work. That's the thing. I was like, I didn't even know. I just got my paycheck that day. It's like, let me just chill out.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that I had to work that day, so I didn't even check and see. Like, oh snap! I had to work today.
You missed a day, right?
Yeah, but that's money though too, because I literally like they'll have me just like take vitals on the floor sometimes. Do the MUR type assistance where like people call, like patients call they need assistance. I just let the nurses know. Or it's like they'll maybe, like last night they had me sitting down in the room with this one patient who was suicidal and everything.
It was like a group home?
No, it wasn't like a group home. It's like it's a hospital. So it's like,
really?
yeah, so it's like you work at Novant. It's a hospital at Novant in Huntersville. So it's like 3
Damn,
floors.
so you got to end up sitting down with people if they like...
Not all the time. It's just this. Sometimes it's different. Like,
So how does that work? What do you like?
Sometimes like it's just they give you something new to do like all the time, which is
Right.
cool as a care. So you're just an extra pair of hands.
Okay.
So it's just like, you know, just sit down with the patient, you know, lock in what they're doing like every 15 minutes, like, okay, on the phone and everything.
Yeah.
Like, all right, they're doing this, that. Okay, they're laying down, they're asleep. They're laying down, they're asleep. Every 15 minutes, if they're suicidal, if not, you can just pretty much sit there and just chill until they go to sleep. Like, so it'd be really chill at night. So I ain't got a whole lot of things to do.
You
They
just
give you,
relax,
it's like
move
a
around.
little bit of chores and everything. Like, take the vitals, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the process of being accurate, and then that's just it. So now I already did all my CDL, so I'm good on that tip and everything. It's just everything else is just, you know, it's really just it's a cool job to really stick with, because it's like I originally applied for marketing coordinator and everything, and I came on Eventbrite to show up for this interview, a suit and everything. I think I'm one of the few people there. I really want to get some job in there. I left my home care agency that I was working not too far from Sugar Creek
Right.
and everything, home care agency where I was trying to get more clients and more CNAs and everything, because I was a marketing executive there. What they didn't want me wearing suits anymore for some reason. They wanted me to wear tight ass freaking Goodwill clothes, the collar shirt and everything tucked in. I'm like,
But they didn't want you to wear a suit.
no, that was like the first day they say, you know, you got to wear a suit for the shop, right? And then like 4 weeks later they changed their mind.
That's stupid, man.
It was weird. It's like they took me to Goodwill, like trying to make me wear these clothes. I'm like, I know you're not trying to make me wear these tight. I'm a big dude, bro. I can't be wearing no tight ass.
I know what fits me and what makes me look right.
Yeah, like you can't just
make me change up my whole thing, right?
Yeah, Goodwill clothes, man. I couldn't do it, man. It's just like I was just like, you know, it's okay. It's not for us. It's okay.
Right.
And everything. And I really tried to change things up for that job too. I was using Microsoft Excel to change, right? Use all their hard copy information and put it right there so it could be easier to find the information. I was trying to switch up using Google Forms so they could send a link out whenever they got to fill a survey for the patient information or referrals and everything.
Right.
We can just focus on getting their DNAs done and their DMAs done, or they get their social security number. You know, I did a lot for just 4 weeks.
You know what I mean?
And I was really trying to help black-owned business, but it was just, you know, it is what it is.
You know how they be acting.
Yes, but now it's like, so I just work for the hospital now.
Something
and
bigger
everything.
gonna come though.
And I'm just working as a care associate until they boost me up to marketing coordinator or something else, and then it's just take it from there. But it's just, that's my life with that.
I just been chilling, man. Security.
Yeah, do what you
Right
gotta
now
do.
for a year now. So, you know, the pay's been good. I had to work my way up. It only took 3 months though to get to where I wanted to be pay wise.
Oh, okay.
It's just, if you take the hours doing security, be perfectly fine living. But, you know, it ain't the end all be all. So, you know, I always got something in the back of my mind on what I want to do next. So, you know, I just be...
I mean, if you want to do football again, I'm going to see if I can check in with my friend Ja'Cory, because he plays for the Charlotte Thunder. And if you already got some videos and you work out with them or something, you ain't got to play for the seat, but just work out with them.
Yeah,
So
I want to be able to work out and see if I still can do it. I mean, I know I can do it. I literally...
Yeah. I think you and Taurus, but Taurus, I'm a little bit worried for, because it's kind of been a while, so it's like you don't know, and then he doesn't have it. Like, I don't care about it.
Tell him to lock in for...
Yeah, man. If I can I can tap in with you, maybe get you and Taurus to probably go working out with the Charlotte Thunder and everything, hearing from y'all and see what
Definitely tap me in after this. Like, next... Tap me in. Let me get his number after this.
Yeah, let me just talk. Cause I know Ja'Cory said he wanted to get in the studio too and do music. I need to get in contact with my studio, my producer also. Let's see. All I got to do is just bring beats on a flash drive and just play the $50, and that's 2 hours right there.
Right.
The studio time and everything. And he does pretty well with the production. And he got some new equipment, so he's gonna keep my prices the same. Last time he told me, I don't know. I'm just checking with him again. And then, like, you know, because I'm really trying to get back in the studio again. I was supposed to drop like 50 songs this year, like, cause I have no school or nothing, so I thought I was gonna get a job, blah blah blah, hit the studio, blah blah blah. But I think I'm just gonna hold off to that goal like next year and everything. Like, I always try to set like goals for myself for the year, so definitely want to get in the studio again. I might lock in with Crowd Freak or Distro Freak. Maybe even start performing at like festivals sooner than later. Like, you know, just stuff like that. It's just,
we're gonna lock in. We're gonna tap in for sure after this.
yeah, most definitely. But I need to get you and Taurus back into playing football again. At least for Charlotte Thunder. Because I have $500 a game thing. If he can get $500 a game, I need to get it for y'all too. So it's just like, you know, Ja'Cory, a pretty cool kid. I think, how old is Ja'Cory? I think he's like 22. We're all in our 20s now, so it's like whatever. You're in your 20s, whatever.
You do that, let me know. You know, I know how to get my body back where I need to be for football. So
Okay. Well, I mean that works out with it and everything. But in regards to like, I know we grew up in Charlotte for like a while and everything. Like, what are some things that you learned like growing up in Charlotte and within the Liberian community and stuff like that?
Well, I could say growing up in Charlotte, I stayed away from the Liberian community for the longest. But growing up in Charlotte
bro,
per se, I would say minding my own business and staying out of like people's way. Like always, like it's kept me safe growing up in Charlotte. Cause Charlotte ain't the safest place. But if you know how to move around and just stay out of people's way and do what you know to do, don't try to be somebody else and just be yourself in Charlotte, I guarantee that carry you a long way. I've got a lot of respect from just being Alvin and not try to portray an image or nothing. Yeah. I literally still get respect to this day from just stuff I did on the field. Like, so it's like, you ain't got to portray no image out here. Just be yourself and just really be you, and people will always respect that in Charlotte.
Yeah, no, even if people do talk shit and maybe throw some disrespect shit, like if you don't really know them or interact with them,
we see right through it.
It don't matter, bro, because it's like seriously, like, bro, especially I ain't spoken to them in a while, man. It's just like, yo, it's been like years and everything. You still on my dick this time? Yeah, it's time to get surgically removed now, man. Like seriously, you got to focus on yourself, man. A lot of the people you thought was popping years ago ain't even popping now.
Man, I'm running into people who was the shit back in the day. I'm talking about, and I'm looking at them. I wouldn't even touch you, girl. I wouldn't even, like, what's up with you, dude? Or what happened? But it's like, I look at it and I just be like, man, that's just life. Like, everybody who was on top ain't gonna always stay on top. And everybody who at the bottom ain't gonna stay at the bottom.
It's all relative, and a lot of it's just image anyway. Like, niggas is to be told, oh, you can't rap, oh, you can't do this.
Let them say what they got.
And niggas only got like 8 tired ass beats on SoundCloud and then take that shit out. Like, so what was all that shit, all you hating shit and all that campaigns you running, and then you don't even got shit for yourself. At least I got a mixtape out and everything that you can actually listen to. So it's like, it's just on Spotify and everything. Although I need to really work with Crowd Freak and Distro Freak so it can be a lot easier to access my stuff and everything. So it's just like, like literally, once I get a lot of my shit in together, bro, it's over. Like I'm hitting that studio every weekend.
It's gonna be a wrap, man. It's gonna be a good year, man. This one coming up, man.
This year was hard, so next year's gonna be a lot, or unless it gets worse. But
I don't even want to speak that far ahead. But whatever to come, man, I'm willing to accept all of it. Let's just be able to. I'm gonna walk with God this year.
Yeah, definitely. For sure this year. You can never go wrong with walking with God for sure, man. No, dead ass for real, man. But since we already passed the hour threshold and everything, we pretty much spoken about everything we needed to speak on, right?
No doubt, man. I appreciate you just reaching out to me to come sit down and talk with you. I was off today, so I needed to come out here and sit in the park and talk for a little bit.
Yeah, man. If you ever need a vent, you can always call me up. We can talk and everything. It's just like I feel like God willed us for us to even actually talk and everything now and everything. This year's been tough for me. I know it's been tough for you.
It's a lot, man. We've been able to endure and deal with a lot this year, so yeah, I feel like we got to stay close. We all we got, man.
No, seriously, man. It's just like for sure. I definitely want to help the relations between my family and the Slime ones, especially since we both literally lost people, like big parts of our family already, or the Wankways in my degree, because But at the same token, it's just like even with the Liberian community too. Like I want to grow back with the community, with the Liberian community, but
it'll take a minute, man. I feel like it gotta be with actual people who as genuine as me and as genuine as you too, because it's just sometimes I can feel when the energy ain't all the way right.
And it'd be like people like in the background, like doing some extra stuff, even in the Liberian community, which is crazy because like aren't we on the same team and everything? Like, not on the same team and everything, but it's just like with confusion, drama, business. I'm not with that. That's the kind of shit that threw my family out of whack. It's not good. Like it's just like that stuff really cuts deep for a while. It's just like there's always a solution to something. You ain't gotta don't just mind your business and everything. Don't try to project your insecurity to other people, bro. Just work on yourself, bro. See how far it'll take you.
Gotta just keep it to yourself and just work on it in silence. Really, I feel that's the best way to go.
Yeah, man. No, for real, man. If y'all want to just hang out or do whatever, man, or it's days like this, maybe you off, just let me know in advance. We can all chill.
I'm gonna start actually calling just let you know, like.
Yeah, especially Lasana and Marty. I be trying to hit them up for sure. I ain't seen them since
Marty in Georgia right now. He in Savannah. That's where he actually live. So
he live. Like Marty or Lasana?
Marty. Lasana, I don't really. I see Lasana. He pop up on me every once in a while, but Lasana be working too. He be out here really working though.
Did he only work for the airport or something?
I don't know if it's the airport anymore, but I know he's like a manager somewhere. But yeah, he's really been like, working. Manager, he got to hire people. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Oh shit, he hiring people now.
them boys been out here getting to it, man. I commend them. Michael he's put them in the right place. They got in the army too, so I'm sure they gonna take the throne and do what they supposed to do with it.
Yeah, man, I gotta get myself together too. Especially, let's just see if I can end this year off strong and everything myself. Cause I want just like the whole next year down taking trips, man. I'm trying to see what I can do, get myself together financially, start knocking out this debt off the while too. Cause that's a bitch too. Like that is a bitch for a while, man. That's just mess up your credit and everything. But it's like, these next 2 months is just grinding for a little bit just to prepare for next year.
Oh, you got to.
This year went by so fast.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I feel like it really just started, but it's already over with, man. So I'm about to lock in these next 2 months, man. Before this next year starts, I want to be financially right before going into the next year. So
yeah, man, you can definitely get that situated. I'm gonna definitely get in contact with you in regards to the Charlotte Thunder thing. I'm gonna get in contact with Ja'Cory and see if I can get Taurus on too and everything. Sure. Maybe y'all could like work out together, do something together. I definitely want to get working out also. Gotta get my body right before spring break and everything. I'm trying to pull up on all the shawties. I'll take all y'all bitches. What's up with it?
It's over with. It's a wrap. When I was fat, y'all ain't want to talk. It's a wrap now.
Yeah, man. Shit, I get tatted up and everything. It's over, man. But I'll just end it off on that. But that's it for the Mental Threats podcast, episode 124. Alvin, if you got any other words to go before we go?
We here. It's the family, man. We here.
Yeah, it's the family, man. We here. We sewn in, and we're sewn out. All right.